I feel like every year so many people set these amazing, extensive goals for themselves come the new year, and by February things are crumbling and cracking at the seams. And crumble might be generous. Maybe we've thrown the towel in to the point where we're just acting like it wasn't a resolution to begin with. Nobody knows, just forget it. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I plan, manifest, and create goals that I'll actually stick to and be motivated and driven to achieve so we can level up this year. We gotta do what future us would want to see us doing. Reflecting back on 2024, some things I am so proud of. I'm going to actually do an entire video reflecting back over my most recent mood board. It's a few years old. I didn't make one the last couple of years, but since then, I've pretty much manifested every single little picture on that board. It is almost unbelievable to me. I'm living my current dream reality. I'm so insanely grateful, but I would have never believed, I would have wanted to believe at the time of making that board, but I really would have struggled to believe that I'd have all of this. It's quite wild. I'm excited for that video. But this year I really focused on healing and the importance of gratitude. I practiced positive affirmations and manifestation. I really sunk into my intuition more than ever. I was outside more than previous years and filled my summer with little adventures and new foods. I finally broke the habit of biting my nails. And with all that being said, there are definitely things that I've struggled with this year that I didn't quite manage to nail down, that I have for goals moving forwards in the new year. I can't believe it's already 2025. Time needs to take a breather. It feels so scary getting old. When I was writing down my resolutions, I realized there's three main categories. We've got happiness, success, and balance. And I was gonna single them all out and be like, okay, so in the happiness category, we have this. And then the success, we have this. But I've realized if it's contributing to my happiness, it's probably also balancing something else in my life as well as contributing to my success. They all kind of work in this amazing melody or harmony together. No matter your goals or ambitions, I highly recommend making a vision board, highly recommend making a vision board. Make a vision or a mood board, whether it be physical or a Pinterest board, whatever your tea is, something to help you visualize. I've always been such a visual learner. Part of the reason I love YouTube. Seeing your goals and really visualizing them truly lights a fire under your ass. You won't always have a flowing stream of motivation where you just wake up and you're super determined. So you have to have enough discipline to do it when you don't necessarily feel like it or want to in the moment. I often like to think, what would future me have to do now to get where I want to be? Also, leaving your mood board as a screensaver if you make the digital version, or hanging it up somewhere you see it often. It can be an extra helpful reminder. I feel like I should have printed out a title. I think my other one said vision board across the top, but I didn't do that, so we're gonna just get the pictures on for now. Also, leaving your mood board as a screensaver if you make the digital version. For the last couple years, mine has been hanging on the wall when you first come in and out of my bedroom. I just see it, and it's a great reminder that I've got shit to get done. Grab a notebook, a planner, your phone, iPad, computer, whatever your preferred planning method is. If you haven't already planned, do it right now with me. If you're watching this, you already know that's what you want to be doing, or you're thinking about it, so get to it. Also, let me know one of your goals this year in the comments. I love to hear them. I know you guys have some good ones that I want to add to my list as well, I'm sure. I got a couple new notebooks this year. Mine last year, this 5 subject one, I literally have the exact same one. It was purple as well. Full to the brim. This is a recycled one. I think I'm gonna do my taxes in this just because it's a single subject and I gotta do all that. But I got a 5 subject for everything else in life, and this little guy, I think I might write my goals, just keep as a little journal just because it's so cute. I've never seen this small of a little 5-star notebook. I had to have it. I feel like their paper is I don't know, I like something about the quality of it. For planning my day-to-day, I love traditional pen and paper writing. I feel like there's something so special about it. My notes app also gets its fair share of use, and Procreate on my iPad, I kind of just go back and forth between whatever I'm feeling. I have found that when I do my to-do list on Procreate or writing things down pen to paper, sometimes I forget to screenshot it and send it to myself, and I don't have my planner or my iPad with me, so I don't have my grocery list or whatever, and I'm damn, I should have just put it in my notes app. But there's something so special about pen to paper to me. Listen closely and carefully when I say this. Writing down your goals makes you 42% 42% more likely to achieve them to those who don't. Because clarity, having a clear, concise idea of what you want, is the easiest way to get it. If you don't have a clue what you want, you don't know how to take steps to get there. I don't know about you, but if something as simple as writing down my goal makes me 42% more likely to achieve them, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it in my glitter jelly roll pins, to be exact. I'm obsessed with these things. They're so pretty, so smooth, and apparently they were like the creator of gelling pins. But I feel like everything from Japan is just like out of this world amazing, and it comes to quality, like the standards are just amazing. This says the unique set of 12 gel ink glittering color by Sakura, the inventor of the world's first gel ink ballpoint pen. Like, that's a flex if I ever heard. These I'm pretty sure I have linked on my Amazon storefront though. These have been my absolute favorite pens to journal with. They aren't bleeding through my page like a traditional marker, and they're glittery and they're so smooth. I've been eating those up. To be real with you, you can set all the goals you want and make all the vision boards the fun part. But unless you actually take action to reach those goals after setting them, the chances of you actually reaching them are slim to none. You can't score if you don't shoot. You have to be ambitious to get what you want. I can't tell you the amount of ideas I have heard from friends and family members that are great ideas go completely untouched. They never even started because they never took the steps to make the idea from the idea stage into motion into the physical. I personally believe a lot of times that comes down to not believing in yourself or being afraid to try something outside of your current comfort zone, but it's just that, your current comfort zone. And your comfort zone grows and expands so much as soon as you step out of it. The most growth ever will happen right outside of your comfort zone, I promise. The opportunity would not be coming to you if you were not ready for it. When setting goals, you want to make them specific and actionable. There's a whole, it's called SMART, like SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Basically, the more specific you are, the better. Think niche, think deep. Like, what interior do you want on your new car? What do you want your cabinets in your new home? For example, if one of your goals is, I want to work out more, I want to exercise more, instead of just saying I want to exercise more, say I want to exercise at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes. This comes back to the clear conciseness, because the more clarity you have on what you want, the easier it is going to be for you to get. I already told you guys that this year my goals are a mix of happiness, success, and balance. Typically, I like to keep a couple of my goals close to the heart, very personal, until I've achieved them. And then I'll be like, holy shit, we did that. That's crazy. But I feel like they're almost too big. Like, it's too delusional for me to show you guys at this point. But in a couple years when I have what I wanted, I'll be like, look at what I manifested. I'm a wizard. I'm gonna share with you guys some of my goals. Number 1, which like these are in no like particular order, being making menus. I am so tired of not knowing what we're gonna eat this day. If you are new to my channel and you're like making menus, like just like go get food. My boyfriend and I, he's the chef in this house, and we cook pretty much everything we eat. So we need a menu. We need to know what we're getting. We're so bad at it. We end up at the grocery store every single day for 30, 40, 50 minutes, scrolling Pinterest, scrolling through the internet, trying to find something that looks good and compile a grocery list. And I just want to be normal. I want to go to the store with a grocery list that's like a couple $100s. It's a fat grocery list that'll last a week or so. And then we have meals to pull from instead of every single day trying to figure it out. You just opened up for business. She needs some belly rubs. Don't mind her. But I really want to get better at planning out what we want to eat, and also just better at like picking a page out of a recipe book and going for it, like just trying it. We like to try new recipes. I'm not too much of a creature of habit, and after having the same food like 2 days in a row, I'd like to have a different food for 2 days in a row and then come back. I know a lot of people eat the same breakfast every day, and I just couldn't. Sounds like he's using the food processor. I think he is. He's making onion rings now that I think about it. You're so freaking cute. Also, if you guys are enjoying this style of video, make sure to drop a like so I know you want to see more like this, and subscribe if you're new. Join the fam. I'd love to have you. I've got big goals. I want to put way more time and effort into this channel this year. My goal is to hit at least 50,000 subscribers, which is easier said than done, but I think if I actually put in some serious time, we could get it done. So goal number 1 for me, stopping at the grocery store once to twice a week. Not every single day. Number 2 goes both ways. I want to fix my work-life balance, but I also want to better my time management, because I feel if I were to manage my time better, my work-life balance would be better as well. I'm also thinking maybe a no work zone in the home. I know I just told you guys to make very specific, achievable goals, and time management is like a big beast to bear, but like I will take any percentage of betterment of my time management. With that, also like piggybacking off of that comes more intentional screen time. So less screen time, but what I do have of the screen time being super intentional. If I get on a platform, it'd be maybe to answer comments or answer DMs or to post something and then get off. I'm not going to doom scroll for an hour. We don't have time for that. So just better time management, more intentional social media usage, and I need to start making menus. I think this would be technically number 4. A clean environment, a clean space equals a clean mind, and that could not be more true. I always feel the best when my environment looks cozy and clean and comfy. As much as I'd love to say I'm always on top of it, I am human, and I'm a very busy human at that. I've got Blaze brand, which is my clothing brand that I completely run out of my house. So that's a big one, as well as this channel, my main channel. I also do all the editing and film work for Kyle's Instagram content, and he's starting YouTube soon. So like I just am a busy girl all around with little business ventures going on. And as you can probably imagine, sometimes you're just knees deep. Like, oh my gosh, our kitchen is always impeccably clean to the nines because Kyle is always cooking in there, so he keeps it amazingly amazing. This coffee table that I'm sitting at right now, every single time I film, whether like I just filmed something earlier today that was an unboxing and all the stuff is sitting here, I have it off to the side, but like I will have stuff like this sitting here for a day or two until it gets picked up, as well as like drink cups, just little trash, as well as I live with like a fucking cold, so my waste bin in my bedroom is always just about full or overfilling. I want to start doing daily touch-ups every single day, throwing away any trash left around the house, doing small tidies instead of having to do huge ones. I feel like my brain runs like 1,000 railroad tracks like this all the time, like attention deficit to an extreme. This is not an exact quote, but when I read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, something that stuck with me was when you have the initial thought or idea, oh, I need to take out the trash in my room. Oh, I really want to clean off my headboard. Oh, my coffee table isn't looking too hot. I could do something about that, you know, do it. Like act on that, capitalize on that little thought and do it. You will appreciate it. You'll feel good that it's done. It might be annoying in the moment, but you'll feel good that you got it done. And it also like motivates you to be like, damn, I can just like do it, like act on it. My problem, like I just mentioned, is I have 100,000 thoughts interweaving all the time, and sometimes I'm in the middle of doing something else when I have this grand thought of, oh, I need to go clean the mirror in the bathroom. And it's like, yeah, we do need to do that, but your list, you're probably not going to get to that right now. So time management and just finding time to do the things I need to get done, but also the things I want to get done, and prioritizing me is huge for me this year. With that being said, I need to create systems that work for me and a schedule that like I can stick to. I'm very schedule oriented. I like having a schedule. I like checking things off a list, knowing what I need to do. Been proven that, you know, if you write it down, you're way, almost 50% more likely to actually do it. So there's something about humans and a schedule that can be helpful for most of us. I know all the goals I just told you were pretty much get more done, time manage, clean more, but truly my rest and relaxation is a huge, if not one of the top priorities for me this year. I find that rest is a form of self-care that I'm not good at. I feel lazy when I rest. I'm a workaholic, and I get comments often that are like, you're so productive, especially considering I smoke a little weed on the side, and by a little I mean a lot. I just am a workaholic. Kyle's always like, I can do more so you can do less, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. You could be a millionaire and I would still be a workaholic. I try to enjoy being alive and doing all the things I can while I'm here and adventuring. So I need to give myself more rest, more leeway, and learn to like relax and have that as a form of self-care. I'm typically somebody that as soon as I have an idea pop in my head, I'm go. It'll be done as quickly as you could possibly turn around what the situation is. That's just like who I am to my core. But giving myself time to rest and listening to my body is something I can hear my body, but I just like turn the mute button on. Like I don't very much so listen. I have things to do. It's not fair to my body to not be getting the proper care and rest it needs. And naps have been proven to reduce stress and have so many positive effects. There's so much on a little nap throughout the day. So I would love to incorporate some naps come New Year and just learn the self-care art of rest and relax without feeling like a lazy piece of shit. To kind of take my own advice and specify that goal a little bit more, I'd love to have at least one day a week, kind of like in the Jewish community, they have Shabbat, like one day a week where it's for their family and friends and just to like disconnect from the real world and problems for a minute. And I'm like, I need some of that in my life. This one is a goal I feel for most of us. I want to make more money and save more money. I am not really willing to cut out any of the expenses in my life. So I need to make more so I can save more, because your girl's got big goals and I'm gonna need some liquid to do so. I know in this economy that's easier said than done. I know so many young adults my age working 2 jobs and like barely being able to afford rent and necessities, and that's seemingly the new normal, which is terrifying. I want to meditate every day and make sure I'm stretching. I feel like meditation for me is something I love, but I hardly ever turn to it unless I'm like unwell. And I'm so tired of waiting until I'm like crashing out down bad to turn to something as amazing as meditation. It should be something just like relaxing that I'm practicing on a daily basis, having little moments of peace and calm, and just a good stretch hits like no other. That is like should be in everybody's routine no matter what. It's amazing. I just want to hit a stretch right now thinking about it. That was pretty weak for my neck, honestly. Must have cracked it recently. The last 2 goals I'm going to share are both things that I currently do and I'm pretty good at, but want to keep up in the new year. One is exercising regularly. I could be a little bit better at this, but my favorite type of exercise is always going to be something fun. When I say fun, like a sport, like I love playing tennis. I find that something that's more competitively driven than just going to the gym is a lot more fun for me while still getting in a good workout, nourishing my body with more home-cooked amazing foods. As somebody who has had eating disorder struggles with not eating anything at all, from now where I am to being hungry and not feeling like guilt or anything about my eating. I once heard, I don't know if this is like tough love or kind of harsh, but now looking back, I can't ever unsee it, is when you are essentially starving yourself and super thin, it's like an emaciated dog. Like you have a large frame or your same frame that you were born in, but now you're just underweight. Like it doesn't look healthy ever. It's not like a good look, even though normally you can't see that. Not that it helps it at all.
The exact quote was something along the lines of, an underweight husky just looks like an emaciated dog, not suddenly a chihuahua. And I feel like that framed it perfectly for my mind.
It's just so unfortunate, and I want to keep having the positive mindset I do about food moving forwards and health and exercising and everything. My favorite form of exercising has been like playing tennis, like playing a game instead of, hitting like bench press, which obviously you still probably, there's time and a place for bench press, but you get what I'm saying. Exercise has been shown to improve brain health and reduce cognitive decline and dementia. Even if you don't feel like you have time to exercise, I promise finding the time will pay you back tenfold with your brain health and your energy, and just, I always feel better when I'm exercising regularly. And I want to make sure I'm putting that first. Health is wealth. Literally all studies report a higher life expectancy in those that exercise regularly. So, and last but not least, there's so much science behind this one, affirmations and daily gratitude. I am so good. It's truthfully became second nature, a habit to me at this point. I don't even think about it, and I'm like having these affirmations just roll off the tongue. I am calm, I am strong, I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I'm successful, like you name it. And those are just a lot of the times, even with Miss Girl here, I'm like, we are healthy, we are strong. It is definitely something I want to keep doing in the new year. It has completely changed my way of thinking. It's not something I take lightly. Your brain believes what you tell it. Like if you are always telling your brain something, it's going to be like, am I? Oh, habits. As I was just talking about with affirmations, they've become second nature to me, and habits are routines or rituals that are unconscious and have become pretty much automatic or second nature. You don't have to think about nervously tapping your leg or biting your nails or your favorite route to take to work, because it's just a habit. It's something you've done for long enough to create an automatic response of course I'm gonna go this way, and your hands are in your mouth before you even realize you're chewing them. Habits come from a brain region that's out of our conscious control, which is believed to be part of the reason it is so difficult to break a habit, because you don't even really consciously notice you're doing it until something clicks and you're like, holy shit, I really just gnawed off all my nails, or whatever it might be. My entire life, I'd anxiously chew my nails, hands in my mouth, very like fidgety, would have my legs tap, and completely second nature. It was something I always wanted, long, beautiful nails, just to have long, beautiful nails. I didn't really care that they were in my mouth. Never really thought anything of it. I bought this no bite stuff to put on my nails. It was this nasty tasting nail polish in hopes to deter people like me at the time. And not only with my doctor all the time growing up, because naturally, anxiously, I'd probably have my hands in my mouth while at the doctor's office just all the time, would tell me, you know, you're gonna get hand, foot, and mouth one day with your hands in your mouth like that. I just didn't care really until COVID happened. I don't think I like registered that germs existed. Like, so feral all of my life for somebody that's autoimmune. Insane. But I had always dreamed of having super long, beautiful nails, and once it like clicked for me that like germs were kind of like probably shouldn't be all up in my mouth and I'm just really helping them out and getting me sick. My nails had never been over my fingertips. Right now I have a couple nails over my fingertips because I no longer bite them. That was a habit I was so successful in breaking, but my longest standing habit, I think, ever. And it really took until COVID happening and me being like, damn, I probably shouldn't be putting my hands in my mouth all the time, to be kind of grossed out and like catch myself doing it. It takes catching yourself, realizing that you're doing this subconscious thing that is super hard to catch yourself and like realize you're doing, to be like, no, I don't want to be doing this. Like, you have to stop this pattern, whether it be adding new habits to your routine or breaking current ones. It can take different amounts of time for everybody depending on, you know, you and the habit itself. Any habit I've managed to kick or add into my life has had one same idea regarding substitution and replacement. When I finally quit vaping, like Juul nicotine vape, which was in my mouth 24/7, I was going insane. It's like a chemical addiction. It's a little bit different than just a habit, but it is a habit at the end of the day. I replaced it with these mini Trader Joe's peanut butter cups. Snacks definitely helped me stay distracted from like withdrawing, as well as like, it's such a habit. It goes without even a thought. I used to say it's obviously way easier for me to stay addicted than to get unaddicted, which is true. The easy path isn't always the right or best path for you. And it's the same thing with a habit. They're not easy to break or add into your life. But once you've done it and you keep doing it and you get through those hard parts, it just becomes a new habit that you don't even have to think about. It's second nature and it's amazing. Imagine having every good thing you've ever wanted in your life just be a habit. Be consistent practicing new behaviors. The more you practice it, the easier it will become. Also, make sure to check in on your progress and reward yourself. Even if you're not like where you want to be, it's a good reminder to put yourself back on track. As well as, like a lot of animals, humans are reward motivated. So if we're getting rewards and know that we're doing good, even if it's an affirmation like, damn girl, you're killing it, like keep going, some sort of motivation, or maybe you go get one of your favorite treats or whatever the vibe might be, we are rather reward motivated. So putting some of my goals into action is the first right now, but there's no need to wait until then, or to wait until next year, or to wait until a certain day. If you have goals, put them into action, make it happen. The sooner you start, the sooner you are gonna get to where you want to be. Since my man cooks like all of our food, I'm gonna make us a little menu that we can just come back and like fill in this template or use different ones. I'm on Canva right now. I have the paid pro version, but I think you can access all the templates and like everything you would need for like planning out your calendar or your menu or whatever you want for free on there. I love Canva. I use it all the time. I'm gonna give us a couple substitution options just in case one of these isn't sounding like the vibe that day. But having nutritious food is so valuable for our brain and body. I always feel so much better when I'm eating home cooked meals versus like eating out. I never have a stomachache after eating at home, and I feel like almost every time I eat out I'm like, ooh. Everything we went over has been my complete blueprint of how to set goals that you're actually going to stick to for more than a day or a couple weeks or a month. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like if you did and subscribe. Remember, this year is about progress and creating a life you love living and showing up to every day. That is truly what is most important. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed. Until my next one, peace. I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Mwah.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love.